Alright, welcome to the video, guys. In this one, we're going to be doing CompTIA Network Plus N10008 quiz number 1. I thought this would be great for us to do because we haven't done a Network Plus quiz yet, and I know that there's also people that are studying for this exam as well. And I remember when I was taking Network Plus, I didn't really have a lot of people to study with or help me study because everybody was either taking A plus or Security Plus. There's always like a weird gray area within like Network Plus where there's like not a lot of people studying, but nonetheless we're going to study right now and we're going to get down to these 10 questions. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So our first question is, which of the following DNS records works as an alias to another record? And we have Quad A, SOA, MX, or CNAME. So if you've been studying DNS records and things like that, we would know that the answer for this one is going to be CNAME, which would let you use aliases for another record. Alright, question 2. A network is experiencing a number of CRC errors during normal network communication. At which of the following layers of the OSI model will the administrator most likely start troubleshooting? Now, if you know anything about the OSI model, which is a 7-layer model, you know that CRC errors or cyclic redundancy checks, this would happen at layer 2 of the OSI model. Alright, question 3. A technician is deploying a low-density wireless network and is contending with multiple types of building material. Which of the following wireless frequencies would allow for the least signal attenuation? So we have 2.4 gigahertz, 900 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz, or 850 gigahertz. So when we see in this question, we see that it is contending with multiple types of building material. The best frequency range for this is going to be 5 gigahertz because it works best with materials and it works best with different frequencies as well. So question 4, we have, which of the following is the largest MTU for a standard Ethernet frame? So we have 1500, 1435, 2500, and 1200. So the largest MTU for a standard Ethernet frame, which is going to be called a giant, is going to be 1500. That is the max MTU for that. So question 5, how big is a runt packet? So we just talked about giants, now we're going to talk about runts. So first option, we have less than 95 bytes, less than 80 bytes, less than 1000 bytes, or less than 64 bytes. So again, if we've been studying our MTU packets, we know that a runt is going to be 64 bytes or lower. Alright, on to question 6. Which of the following can be used to centrally manage credentials for various types of administrative privileges on configured network devices? So we have separations of duties, single sign-on, TACACS Plus, or OAuth. Now the answer for this one, to manage credentials for various types of administrative privileges on configured network devices, is going to be TACACS Plus, which is Cisco proprietary. So remember, Radius is not, and TACACS Plus is Cisco proprietary. So for question 7, we have a user reports being unable to access network resources after making some changes in the office. Which of the following should a network technician do first? For the first option, we have reseat the cables into the back of the PC, ask what changes were made, check the system's IP address, and do a ping test against the server. So the first thing that you would always want to do, usually if it's not so blatantly obvious, is ask what changes were made so you can work it out. And question 8, what allows users to group 2 or more physical NICs into a single logical network device? So we have NIC beaming, NIC forwarding, load balancing, or NIC teaming. So for this, to group 2 or more physical NICs into a single logical network device is going to be NIC teaming. Question 9, which of the following ports is commonly used by VoIP or voice over IP phones? We have 143, 445, 5060, or 161. So the answer for this question, if we've been studying our port numbers, we know that 5060 and 5061 is going to be SIP, which is Session Initiation Protocol, which we use for VoIP phones. So it's going to be 5060. Now, question 10, our last question. At which of the following OSI model layers would a technician find an IP header? So we have layer 4, layer 1, layer 3, or layer 6. Now, if we're looking for an IP header, we know that IP in the OSI model is going to be in layer 3, which is network, the network layer. Alright, and that is it for this quiz, guys. I hope you got some value out of that, and I hope that it helped you in your studies as well. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Thank you very much again, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.